the third live that I've done today, okay? I was on live on TikTok for like an hour and 45 minutes. I did a little short live on Instagram, and now I'm here on YouTube. So if we don't call that consistency, I don't know what is. Anyways, on today's live, we're going to be discussing manifestation signs as well as time overall. Now, these are two big topics within this community, and there's a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings involving this aspect of things, and that's what we're going to discuss. The first thing we're going to discuss is manifestation signs, okay? Now, if you're involved with the law of assumption or the law of attraction, odds are you've heard at some point or another, you've either heard something, you've read something involving signs, etc., involving manifestation. Now, there are signs that are going to show up, okay? Internally, always, and then every now and again, externally, which is the physical world. Now, there will be some people that will tell you that the signs do not matter at all, and that if you're only experiencing signs, you're only manifesting those signs. This is not entirely accurate, and I will explain why in just a moment. So, manifestation happens through the lens of impressing the subconscious mind. Your entire life experience down to a T, every single little minuscule thing, every important thing down to a T, etc., that you've ever experienced, ever will experience, etc., right, is the result of an impression, a set of impressions that have been made upon the subconscious mind. You're always impressing your subconscious mind. It's how the universe, God, responds to us. So, now that you're a conscious manifester, you are consciously impressing the subconscious mind. So you are consciously impressing the subconscious mind with the idea of being financially wealthy, financially free, being in a romantic relationship, marriage with the love of your life, having that dream home, etc., right? We'll use the example, how you doing? We'll use the example of manifesting a romantic interest because many of you guys are doing that. So you're focusing from the end of being happily married. You're focusing from the end of being in a romantic relationship. I'm glad to hear that. You're focusing from the end of these beautiful things. You're impressing that upon your mind, that reality upon your mind. You're planting that seed. And then all of a sudden, maybe on and off or continuously, you start seeing people that look like them. You start seeing marriages everywhere, right? You start seeing their name, etc. These are signs that the seed has been planted. You're not actively manifesting just the sign in of itself, okay? You're manifesting, yo, bro, what's good? And dreams. Yes, and dreams about them. Yes, if you have dreams about them, that's another sign that you're on track, even if it's a negative dream, because if they're in your dream, that means that you're manifesting them. In this case, if you're manifesting a negative dream, what's it called? It's your subconscious clearing out doubts. I am having positive dreams. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing. It's a literal set of signs that you're on track, okay? You're not actually manifesting the signs in of itself, okay? You're not actually manifesting the signs in of itself. If you're focusing on the end result of being happily married or in a romantic relationship, and you start seeing their name, and you start seeing that people that look like them, etc., you're on point. You're on point. The seed has been planted. The impression has been made. Those signs are a direct relation, indirect relation, etc., to what it is that you're manifesting. You get what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. Now, as far as the internal signs, right? The internal signs are going to be things like a confidence, a knowing, a trust, a certain level of in-depth faith that what you desire is already done. Like you just have this notion, this feeling, this thought that what you desire is yours. It's already done. It's happening now. It's already happened, etc. That is a huge sign, manifestation sign, that you're on track. The seed has been planted, you have shifted, etc. So signs are a very beautiful thing. Where the problem comes into play is when you start depending upon them, okay? Or you start asking for them, okay? Now, if you ask for a sign, what you're doing is manifesting a sign in of itself. So the literal manifestation is the sign. It has no correlation to anything else. You get what I'm saying? So I always suggest to people, refrain from asking for signs as much as you can when it's involving something that you deeply want. If you're just asking for a sign just to test your faith, you know, whatever, that's different. But a lot of you guys are literally asking for signs. Lord, give me a sign that my SP loves me or some shit. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Because then you'll just get the manifestation of a sign in of itself, okay? So signs are a good thing, but don't depend upon them for validation or reassurance, okay? Because then you'll attach yourself to them and you'll involve yourself with some expectations involving them, and you don't want that. And don't ask for signs involving something that you deeply want, because then you'll just manifest a sign in of itself. Even if you were to ask, Lord, give me a sign that marriage is en route with SP, you're asking for a sign. It has no relation to your SP at all. It has no relation. It's a separate thing. You manifested a sign in of itself. That was your manifestation. What you need to do is focus from the end of being happily married or in a romantic relationship for best results with your SP. Get that impressed, and then you'll experience it. You don't know when, you don't know how, but you will experience it. So that's what I have to say involving the sign aspect of things. Now let's talk about time, okay? I'm going to keep this brief because we've discussed time quite a bit on this channel, involving why it doesn't matter, why it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something wrong, if it's been a while, quote unquote, etc. What we're going to discuss, though, is the notion of, is manifestation instant in the physical world? Is it always instant in the physical world? No. Is it always instant internally on a spiritual quantum level? Yes. Now, you may come across coaches that will disagree with this. Here's the deal. There's nothing to disagree with because it's a truth. It's a truth. You know that manifestation isn't always instant in the physical world. How long did it take you to graduate college? How long did it take you to get that promotion at work? How long did it take you to graduate high school? Think about that. Let's say you plan out a vacation for next year, for next April, because that's when WrestleMania hits. So you start planning now, start getting everything booked in, etc. How long is it going to take you to experience that vacation? Well, in this case, less than a year, but still some time away, right? Think about that. Manifestation is not always instant in this physical world, and that's the truth. How long does it take you to give birth to a child? How long? Now, am I saying that it's never not going to be instant in the physical world? Absolutely not. It very well may be. True instantaneous manifestation, the moment you think about a thought, before the thought even finishes, you experience it. Technically speaking, even if it's happened an hour later, that is not instant manifestation in the physical world. And that's the thing you guys need to understand. There's a lot of coaches that'll be like, I manifest instantly, I manifest everything in 24 hours, 3 days. That's not instant manifestation. It's not. Instant manifestation is a type of manifestation that literally happens in the same moment on a daily basis. Think about that. Is that always happening? Is every single conscious desire manifesting in that way? You know that the answer is yes. I mean, you know that the answer is no. You know that the answer is no. So stop stressing time. Think about it from a logical mindset in a healthy way. If you're going to use your logic, utilize it in a healthy way. Think about that. All right? That's all I really have to say here. Oh, look at that. I actually got a couple of negative comments. I didn't even realize it. I saw some comments pop up, but it just goes to show how unaffected I am by the insignificant swine. But anyways, you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I want you to take care. I want you to stay safe, and much love and peace.